what up? Thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. Back doing things. Today we talking about lion ass Mike Avenatti, lying still. So, me and Undeniable Queen on Twitter, we've been smashing on Avenatti about the R-Kelly thing, and it's his basic lying about his whole life. On his Twitter a month ago, he was talking all kind of shit about how he got real proof from the 1990s of R-Kelly with underage young women and how he done had the tapes for so long. So, me and Undeniable Queen, shout out to Undeniable Queen, we pressing him, right? We pressing him like a maniac. Like, you know, how the fuck you got a video from the 90s of R. Kelly, but he never mentioned the date of the video, so we can just cross-reference the video of where R. Kelly was at the time, you know, just to find out. Just keep the shit clear for the street. If you got this information and your case is so airtight, bring that. You know what I mean? So we've been beating him over the head with that shit. Also, this is what everybody been beating him over the head with, like, man, all right, look, for all this time, you had this tape. Don't you know that shit is child porn if Mike Avenatti has a tape like that and didn't report it immediately? That's like some child porn shit that you had in your possession all these years. Like, we don't believe that shit. He didn't want to respond to that shit. So we've been calling him out as a bullshitter. And that's been what we've been doing. So shout out to Undeniable Queen when I was on Twitter when we had that type of exchange. But I still fuck with Twitter. I'll be on there, not from a subscriber space, but I check Twitter out now. It's just they don't want me on Twitter being as on code as I am. I'm refined, on code, and they don't like it. They allow all kind of shit on Twitter, all kind of sex worker type shit on Twitter all day, but I can't be on that bitch. I'm too real for the shit. I'm tired of having to find new phone numbers and make different accounts. I'm tired of that shit. I might just say fuck Twitter, but anyway, this motherfucker's a bullshitter. I did a community post on his monkey ass a few weeks back, if y'all remember that, about how he got caught up scamming Nike executives trying to extort him. And talking about Nike was paying basketball and football players in high school and college, saying, hey, I'm going to do a press conference about this shit, talking about this shit. Give me $25 million. And Nike was like, shit, bitch, that's extortion, you stupid ass lawyer. Like, he a fucking lawyer, but he a dumb motherfucker for asking some shit like that. Like, what the fuck, man? You don't. So Nike eating a hole in his ass right now. And now he's been called out for shitting on NBA players and robbing them. Professor Black Truth, the illustrious, the OG Professor Black Truth, brought up a good point about this fool on Twitter. Let me run up the chat. Oh, I see Niche. What up, Niche LA? How's life today? Good seeing you. Professor Black Truth, the OG, he brought up a good point in a tweet about this, what we about to get into today. Black First Brigade. He said, yo, anybody saying R. Kelly's situation wasn't racist, anybody saying that shit was not racist is a fool. And I concur. Anybody co-signing a R. Kelly witch hunt with this guy, Mark Avenatti, leading the shit, you a dummy. And I do say witch hunt. It's a witch hunt because of the low-hanging fruit type convenience of making black men, women, and children out to be villains in this society. You don't got to do anything in order to sanction a witch hunt against somebody black in this society, okay? This is a system of white supremacy. It's a system. It makes it a convenience for you to witch hunt black people because the system of white supremacy has the answer to that reality of, you know, white genetic inferiority and the low white birth rate 24/7. They got to find an answer for all of that shit. And unfortunately, for white-skinned individuals, They've determined that they have to cope with all those problems in an external way. You see what I'm saying? Because they can't do anything to help themselves stop those two things from within their own selves, genetic inferiority and low birth rate. They can't do anything to solve those two things from the inside of white bodies, as long as they're inside of white bodies, right? They can't use their high IQs, none of that, right? So it has to all be external, looking outward to see what you can solve and try to dominate type shit for them. That's what they're going through. And y'all can watch my Richard Spencer video on, white inferiority and cheating to win and all of that shit, if y'all want a little more knowledge on that type of shit. But if you black and your black ass standing around following Mike Avenatti's witch hunt with R. Kelly, just to make the point, I don't want y'all to sleep on the character that he has, this trash ass behavior. And me, I want to be the one who keeps the current flowing around this angle that I'm taking on him and shed some light on some things. So let me get to the story here. I see you in the chat. Let me pull it up right quick just to get it up in there real fast, right fast. There we go. Flipping these screens is a furthermucker. There we go. High IQ my foot. Yeah, real life. Like what? What? Y'all can't solve the low birth rate with y'all high IQ? What the fuck is a high IQ worth? If that's the case, right? But here's the story though. When Hassan Whiteside of the Miami Heat wired $2.75 million to Michael Avenatti in January 2017, the pro basketball player intended most of the money to go to his former girlfriend, Alexis Gardner. Avenatti was Gardner's attorney. So that's what's happening. She hired him just a few weeks before to negotiate a settlement of a potential lawsuit against Whiteside. That's the brother Hassan. It's unclear what she would have alleged, period. But Avenatti quickly struck a $3 million deal, and the $2.75 million was Whiteside's first payment. So he already said, all right, you want this money? Fine, I'm an NBA player. Here's $2.75 million of it off the jump. I'm just that rich. What the fuck you talking about? You about to get the rest of it. What you talking about? He about to be done with it. And Avenatti, prosecutors say, was entitled to take just over $1 million in legal fees and leaving the rest for Gardner. Okay. Instead, they alleged Avenatti hid Whiteside's payment from her, Gardner, and he didn't even give her a copy of the motherfucking settlement. I want y'all to not forget that. He didn't even give her a copy of the information so she could be informed as to what she was getting, any of that shit. He's a snake. And he immediately took $2.5 million to buy his share, sorry, I can't read, of a private jet. This motherfucker buying a jet. It was a Honda HA420 jet. I looked it up. It's a $5 million jet. So it ain't the TD Fakes kind of jet, but it's, it's a jet nonetheless. So this is embezzlement, y'all. This is his game. Just like with R. Kelly, money grabbing. You understand? Does anybody doubt this? Now I'm saying alleged, all right, but this is a hell of a pattern of the same type of crime. You got a 36 count indictment from this one affair alone. And another guy by the name of Jeffrey Ernest Johnson, he's a mentally ill paraplegic man on disability. He won a $4 million settlement under Avenatti. He got him some kind of win, but he got pennies from Avenatti. He gave him $124,000 from it. And that's another case. Another case he got of robbing a motherfucker. He robbing paraplegic men. I mean, motherfucker, you out here robbing a paraplegic man, dog, you finna go to hell for real, dog. If there is a hell, your ass finna have a nice little warm ass space in that bitch. I would never ever try to rob a paraplegic person. I have sold drugs to a paraplegic before, but nigga, that's drugs though. That's not robbing a paraplegic, man. You asking to go to jail and hell. You know what I mean? He want to go to jail and hell. You know what I mean? So his shit is that he also, Avenatti, embezzled about $4 million from another client, Michelle Phan. She's a YouTuber. So this shit just keeps going with this guy. She's a makeup artist, got 8.8 million YouTube followers. And if you're into makeup and bullshit like that, you might know her. But he's a scumbucket. I guess there's more. His law firm, I don't want to forget, his law firm, they're in a bankruptcy fraud case right now. He's been trying to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy for his law firm. And the judge in that case was like, nah, man, you got to explain why the fuck you need bankruptcy better than the way that you saying it right now. Better than the way you trying to explain it to me. I guess the judge is like, man, I don't really believe you bankrupt like that. I think you hiding money. You trying to do bankruptcy fraud. And that was the conclusion the judge came to. You trying to defraud me. So he got about 160 more days that I calculated to cough up some more paperwork before that shit come crashing down. So he's dodging these kind of charges. He's already dodging charges for motherfucking taxes, bank fraud, perjury. So he's basically been living the lap of luxury, or trying to live in the lap of luxury off of other people's money. This is who Michael Avenatti is, the dude that's over this R. Kelly shit, the one that's trying to act like he's somebody tough over this R. Kelly shit. Motherfucking stealing and scamming and running and ducking and not paying his bills, not paying his rent on his buildings, all this type of shit, right? He's sitting up telling us black people that we should witch hunt R. Kelly with him, or else we don't like black women, black girl magic, black girls rock, we're supporting sexual assault and all this other shit, right? Alright, bitch ass white boy. So, just like the title say, if he's found guilty on all these counts, this motherfucker is going to face 382 years in the motherfucking pen. He's going to be a goddamn sarcophagus when he come out. I mean, even if R. Kelly do go to jail, he'll be out before your motherfucking ass. Even if you get good behavior, motherfucking Avenatti, you get good behavior, you still gonna come out at 200 years old, motherfucker. How you love that? But so I ask y'all, does this sound like the kind of dude that you need to be listening to in a courtroom finger wag situation for R. Kelly for some shaky suspect claims anyway? Like, this motherfucking Avenatti, he a whole savage out here. You see what I'm saying? He's stealing from a black woman. Her name is Alexis. There she go. That's her and the boy Hassan. Stealing from a black woman. While talking about he working for black women. He want to help black women, all this bullshit. And he been lying on the black man Hassan Whiteside, acting like he ain't been giving her what they agreed upon. He trying to have this man in court again for not fulfilling a judge's order, basically. That's some motherfucking snake animal ass shit. Try to set up an NBA player to be in court again. And the Gardner sister here, the Gardner chick, if it wasn't for the lawyers of Whiteside who found the inconsistencies and just chased the money down, she would have been nipping and nagging at this motherfucker and at his throat. While Avenatti sitting back laughing like, aha, look at the black man and woman, look at them go at each other, ha ha ha. Yo, let me see if she gonna call me up again and trust me again so I can run him through the system again and act like he wasn't doing right, act like I ain't never getting no money, right? Love to see the black man and woman going at it again type shit, right? Now, do that sound like somebody who want R. Kelly to get a fair shake in his case? I'm saying, do he sound like he a friend of black women? I'm just posing this question. I want to know what y'all think about that shit. I got the chat pulled up. Let's see what else in the chat while we over here, man. Stop the BS now. Yeah. What up, man? What up, though? Stop the BS now. Typical devil stuff. Yeah. Niche kicking the knowledge. Typical never trust them. Word. KB's always stealing, don't they? I know. So, yeah, I want to hit y'all to some more dirt on this cat. 2011, this Avenatti, he got sued and he settled the lawsuit with another partner of his in his firm named John O'Malley was the guy's name. Turn down the mics. The mics sound kind of loud. John O'Malley was another partner in his firm. He had another partner in his firm named Michael Egan. And Michael Egan and Michael Avenatti, they basically ran this John O'Malley guy out of the firm. And so that was what the suit was about, was they ran him out of the firm and didn't pay his partnership fees. They had like a partnership going on, contract or whatever, and didn't pay his partnership fees. And he had to pay him about $3 million, almost $3 million out of that lawsuit. Flash forward 2017, he got sued by another partner, like a non-equity partner. He wasn't like I guess he wasn't on the paperwork as like one of the official, you know, he wasn't as official as O'Malley, I guess, kind of guys, but he was a partner nonetheless, I guess. I'm guessing. Name is Jason Frank. And this dude, he was like, look, man, I'm trying to do my work for your company. I guess he's like a numbers guy for the company, for his firm or whatever, for Avenatti. And the dude is like, look, man, I'm trying to do this work, and you having me fraudulently conceal revenue numbers and be malicious with all kind of data and shit. So he got sued then for the amount of $10 million, was at that time, 2017. And he didn't pay that shit. So it's 2019. Mike Avenatti still ain't paid a dime on that lawsuit. He did a false tax return on a bank out of Mississippi. He got hit with wire fraud and more embezzlement. So I'm going to keep asking, does this sound like a guy who fuck with black people? Put that in the comments if you think he's to be trusted on this R-Kelly case, or any case for that matter. Because in my opinion, this dude is a career criminal, flat out. I think we always need to be skeptical of the players that they put in front of us and say, oh, these people are good people. Rally behind them to lynch somebody black. Especially if they non-black telling us to do so. Like, fuck all that shit. Michael Avenatti, he had a lot of these kind of, you know, I would say him and just a bunch of motherfuckers have kind of got a running everyday kind of behavior on the art of faking concern for black people. Because being concerned about us is so foreign to us in a lot of cases. We kind of just, we kind of put our guard down and let people come amongst us and start setting dividing lines amongst us. I think I brought that up in my genderized Mandingo fighting video. Black folk, we love to hear people talk nice to us. We get all warm and fuzzy when people say shit that sound nice and smooth to us. But we can't be rallying behind everything they throw at us in media, is the point I want to land at. They hate us both. They hate the black man. They hate the black woman. They're not going to be on no, whenever they do some shit like, oh, a black man, you so good. But that black woman, whenever they do some shit like that, or they get the sisters along, oh, sisters, oh, you so great. That black man, no, you know what I'm saying? They hate us both is what I'm trying to get across. We can't be rallying behind everything that they throw at us in the media, and we need to watch who the fuck is in our face. We don't got no friends, like our ancestor Henry Clark says. It ain't no game. We got to show racial pride, and don't be ashamed of that. Don't be ashamed to side with your people when a motherfucker come around talking about, hey, you should jump on your people over here or whatever. That's why I created the saying, race first, everybody does it. Everybody moves on how their race gonna look and feel out of some shit. You understand? That's the code. Fuck an outside motherfucker. You know what I mean? Fuck an outside motherfucker trying to pull somebody this way, or you know what I'm saying? Trying to pull some fully wang shit on me. You know what I mean? Fuck all that. And go check out those t-shirts on Teespring too, as a matter of fact. Those race first shirts. You know what I mean? It shows racial pride and intellect, really, to say, yo, fuck what you talking about. I'm going to stand with my people. Fuck you, you know? And I mean, do I need to go on with this cat? He's losing money from his case with Stormy Daniels. Y'all know that he's the guy that, you know, went after Trump in the Stormy Daniels case. Stormy Daniels, the sex worker who Trump was allegedly fucking and allegedly paid to keep quiet. Avenatti was the lawyer, and he was basically trying to, get the facts on the table. She ended up being mad at Avenatti because she claims that Avenatti sued Donald Trump without her permission. This type of shit he do. He's representing a person in a case, and then all of a sudden he wake up one day like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sue this motherfucker too. But you didn't ask for that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. All these little money grabs, and Trump was like, all right, well, y'all lost the fucking case. Now she gonna have to pay my legal fees now, right? And I'm sure Avenatti probably putting in on it some kind of way. So he's hemorrhaging money at this point, y'all. Doesn't a money grab of entertainment and sports type motherfucker seem like right in his wheelhouse type of shit? Don't it seem like he would be down for some shit like that at this time in his life? I'm just saying, we got to use deductive reasoning. He's also not doing too well in the female department. This is his second divorce. He's 2 divorces deep. So you already know what that is. Divorced twice, he going to be paying out the ass for that shit. Dealing with his former wives or whatever. His life is in motherfucking shambles. And he want to ride around in jets. You know what I'm saying? He want to ride around in jets off of black people's disagreements and heartaches and shit like that. All right? So I just think it's my job and new black media to call out the dirtbags who pursue black men in court and hide behind Me Too and all the fake labeling of black men ain't shit, and toxic masculinity, trying to put toxic masculinity on us, all this type of shit, when white males got the most pronounced history of toxic masculinity compared against any group of masculine beings on earth. And they be running that, we want to help black women shit, smooth talking, all that. All right, you know what I mean? But I wanted to drop this and let y'all know, his ass is in the media looking like a dumbass. And, I want Hassan to get all the check, man. Get all the check up out of this dude. There's got to be a lawsuit coming along with this, because it can't just be, oh, you robbed my money and it ain't no lawsuit. Nah, I already see how this is finna jump. So all the best with that man, Hassan. See what's in the comments right here. I saw the chat moving a little bit. I know it's kind of late. I know y'all probably got work and shit, some shit like that in the morning, some shit like that, right? I'm trying to keep y'all up. Who over here? Nisha Light. Yes, we have nothing but enemies on this planet. Goddamn fucking right. Like, subscribe. Yeah. They need to leave us alone and go figure themselves out. Yeah. Shit like that. But yo, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. So you know when your boy be dropping. And also, don't even forget to fuck around with that Teespring. You know that shit, that fire. And I'm gonna get y'all.